Nature or nurture? What makes a Quaker parrot or any parrot aggressive, cage aggressive? Hey guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Mission and the new book, Get to Know African Gray and Cape Parrots. I've got a couple finches in here. I hope they're not too loud for you. Anyway, I am here to hopefully help you get inspired, hopefully maybe help you reduce some of the cage aggression with your parrot, so that you're not going to want to rehome or rescue. I think rescues have a tough time, so part of my mission is to indirectly help them out. If you know that this is Blue, my Quaker parrot who was surrendered to us, then you know that I have over 22 species of parrots. I love my parrots. My parrots are my bliss, and I love my fans almost as much as I love my parrots. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. Cage aggression, what causes it? Is it nature or nurture? There certainly is the nature of when parrots get into baby raising mode, they are aggressive to defend their babies, just like a mama bear, which we understand. Is there some to be nurturing? I think so. I had someone write to me and say that when they were breeding, I had this experience too, the babies that they raised would let them, when they were adults and had babies, would let them hold their babies. They weren't aggressive with them. I've had the same experience. I can reach in and get the babies out of my parrotlets, my conures, or my Linny's boxes without worrying about having blood drawn. They know me. I've been good to them. They trust me. That trust factor is there. Now, what happens? Is cage aggression from a lack of trust? Is it from hormones? Is it both? Or maybe there's something else. But let's talk about hormones we can put to the side. Hormones, there's the peak of hormones, just like there are in humans. And for humans, it's like during the teenage years kind of thing. Parrots have the same thing. They have a peak of hormones, but then it gets better. You want to come? Yeah, you can come. You can come. You can come. Hi. Once they're past that peak of hormones, they tend to start to mellow out. And that means that, sure, if they have eggs, they're going to be protective. They have to be. How else will the species survive? But it gets better, and it's not so bad. Now, nurture. When a baby parrot is fed, put to the side, and sometimes left by themselves, sure, maybe there's a heat lamp, a source of heat, they're fed, but is that enough to make a happy and healthy parrot? My Linnies, these are babies, they're just learning to fly, they're just starting to wean. You can see that they like me. You can see that they're used to coming to me for some love and caring, not just food. They're a really good example. When parrots are put together as babies, they get to be with each other. They learn to be social. They learn what the flock is. They learn at a deep level, not at a logical, mental, or academic level, but at a deep level, the safety and security in numbers. There's heat, there's companionship. It's just a better setup. When they're set up that way, and then the interaction with humans is positive, they're fed, they're spoken to sweetly, they're taken care of, they're loved, they're cared for. That is a very different experience. Talk about maybe not black and white, but close to it. Does the nurturing make a difference? Absolutely. Here's the problem though. Are you going to be able to find out how your parrot, when you're buying a baby parrot, was nurtured? No. I don't think you're going to know what to look for, and I don't think you're going to be able to ask either the store or the breeder. You're not likely to get that information. So if you have, for example, a Quaker parrot who's cage aggressive, what do? My Quaker parrots are not cage aggressive. That means that I can touch the sides of the cage, I can put my hands in, I don't have any fear of being bitten. I had some conures that I got when they were about 10 months old, and they were out for blood. I couldn't even touch the side of the cage without bleeding. At this point, they're not cage aggressive anymore. I can put my hands in and I'm not scared that they're gonna attack me. Why? What changed? Frankly, nothing particular that I noticed, but number one, I'm not the kind of person who expects my parrots to be anything other than what they are. So when they do things like land on my head, which I don't really like parrots on my head, my shoulder's fine, I tend to do things like that. Hello. Are you Miki or are you the other? Oh, you're the other one. You're the gray one. Hi. I tend to be gentle with them. They fly away, they fly away. I know the blue one's back here somewhere. Oh, there we go. So I'm like careful not to lean back. When they bite wood, I understand. I know that they're parrots and that's what they do. When they chitter chatter and they're loud, I understand. I know that they're parrots and that's what they do. Miki just flew out. That's Mika and that's Miki. And the gray one doesn't have a name because I was supposed to sell them to a breeder, but the breeder fell through. So I have 3 Linny babies, extra babies. I was gonna keep 2. Here we go. See what I'm saying? I just let them be themselves. If I don't want them to fly around and eat the room, either they need to be in their cage or I put them in a space where that room is safe. They can fly around and eat the room. I think that's what's made the difference. I don't yell at my parrots. I don't get mad at them. Not that I was happy when my conures were out for blood. But, you know, generally speaking, I pretty much just let my parrots be my parrots. I think that one thing that might happen with some people is they get one parrot, they're really excited, and maybe they're going, oh, let me pet you. Oh, I want to be with you. Oh. And maybe it's a little bit of an overwhelm for a parrot. It's just a guess. So my point is, one of the best things you can do with your parrot is make sure you give them some time and space. Kind of relax. Let them relax around you. Let them find that you are loving, caring, that you provide a clean home, great food, great veggies, clean water. What more could they want? You speak sweetly to them and handle them with care. You don't overdo it. You're cautious. You're gentle. For example, one thing, maybe it makes a difference, that I do with my parrots, I never come above with my hand because that is like a predator stance for them. I always come from in front. They can bite me, but they can also beat me. This is their handshake. This is their way of saying preening, or sometimes what they'll do is my other Quakers will gently move my finger away. And that's their way of saying, go away. I didn't bite you. I wasn't mean. I'm politely asking you to back off. So I do. And when you respect your parrot, I think it makes all the difference. And I think it changes things. It's not going to change when they're hormonal, but it should change most of your experience. Try it out. Let me know how it goes because, guys, I'm kind of curious. Some people say they absolutely love their Quakers like me. I've had nothing but positive experiences. Some people say that their Quakers are like Jekyll and Hyde's. And the thing is, you know, we don't know how they were raised, so we don't know some of the nurturing that went on. Or we don't know if they're just going through their hormones. Or if they are hormonal, you know, we don't know what they'll be like in a few years. In a couple years, when that peak is over, will they become ideal again? Who knows? Let me know what your experience is. And if you try some of these things and do or don't shift your experience with your cage aggressive parrot, I would love to hear about it. Thank you for joining me in this blissful video. If you need some awesome parrot merch, like my sweatshirt, this is my Parrotlet Christmas sweatshirt, or long sleeve tee, visit shop.parrotbliss.com and I'll catch you in the next feathered video.